My in-laws gave my kids used gifts from Santa, while their other grandkids got new ones. I returned the favor. My husband is the less successful brother, an art teacher instead of a lawyer like his older sibling, and his parents have never let him forget it. Even our two kids, a 7 and a 5-year-old, still could tell their grandparents didn't quite love them equally. Any hope they might have had left died on Christmas morning. We arrived at my in-laws' house at 9 a.m. sharp, presents in hand, kids buzzing with excitement. My brother-in-law and his wife were already there with their 3 kids, all gathered around the massive tree in matching pajamas like a catalog shoot. My mother-in-law clapped her hands. Perfect timing. Santa's gifts are ready. The other grandkids went first, because of course they did. The oldest opened a brand new iPad Pro and barely shrugged before downloading their apps. The middle one pulled out a PlayStation 5, shrieking so loud my ears rang. The youngest got designer clothes with tags still dangling, probably worth more than my monthly grocery budget. My mother-in-law beamed like she'd personally delivered world peace. I glanced at my husband. His jaw was tight, but he said nothing. He never did. Then it was my daughter's turn to open her gifts. She tore open the wrapping paper with pure joy on her face, and I watched that joy slowly drain away. What she pulled out was a doll. Its hair matted, the dress was stained brown, and I could see black marker on its arm where someone had sharpied out another kid's name. Why is this broken already? She whispered. My mother-in-law laughed, then she waved her hand and said, kids don't need everything new. Used toys build character. Then my son opened his gift. It was a board game with missing pieces inside a water-damaged box. He didn't even ask questions. He just sat there holding it while his cousins ran circles around him. The oldest grandkid shoved her iPad in my daughter's face. Look what Santa got me. I thought it was lame until I saw your gift. My daughter just lowered her head, still clutching her broken doll. My husband's face turned dark. I grabbed his hand and squeezed, but he didn't squeeze back. He just stared at the floor. When my mother-in-law called everyone together for the family photo, she positioned my husband and kids in the back, half hidden behind their cousins. Tall ones in back, she chirped, even though her other granddaughter was taller than mine. I wanted to make a scene, but my husband whispered in my ear, please don't make a scene. So I smiled for the camera. As soon as the photos were done, I rushed to load my kids into the car and drove home in silence while my husband apologized over and over. That night, after the kids were asleep, I sat at my kitchen table staring at that stained doll with the sharpied out name. I thought about how I had to swallow my pride for 8 years. I hated having to watch my husband shrink around his own family. I was done. I knew that my mother-in-law's birthday fell the following week, and for the first time in 8 years, I actually looked forward to a family gathering. My husband asked what we should bring. I've got it handled, I told him, and something in my voice made him not push further. That Saturday, I drove to 3 different thrift stores until I found exactly what I was looking for. The birthday party was taking place at my brother-in-law's house. All the usual suspects on my in-laws' side of the family were gathered in the living room with wine and appetizers. My mother-in-law sat in the center like a queen awaiting tribute, presents piled beside her. When it was our turn, I handed her a beautifully wrapped box with an elaborate silver bow. I put a lot of thought into this one, I said, and I meant every word. She smiled that tight smile she always reserved for us and pulled the ribbon. The wrapping fell away. Inside was a handbag, clearly very used. Coffee stains splashed across the front panel. Someone else's initials were monogrammed into the leather, and the $2 thrift store price tag was still dangling from the handle. Her face went through about 17 emotions in 3 seconds. What is this? She finally managed. I kept my voice warm, pleasant, the same voice I'd used for 8 years of biting my tongue. I thought you said not everything needs to be new. The room went dead silent. My husband stared at me with his mouth open, and then I saw it, tears welling in his eyes. My mother-in-law sputtered. This is completely different. I would never, I interrupted her. You would never what? Give someone a used, broken gift? I smiled at her. Then my daughter, my sweet, observant 7-year-old, piped up in the silence. Is that from Santa too?